good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're watching this video. If you have caught our previous videos on Status Radio, our platform on YouTube, then you know we have officially moved to YouTube. Insert celebratory horn here. Beep, 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 beep. Thank you for watching this video. If you've moved with us from our previous platform, which was WhatsApp, thank you for growing with us as we grow our platform. And if you are new here, welcome to Status Radio, our channel. We look forward to growing with you and to doing life with you. You are currently tuned into Serenity for the Soul, which is hosted by me, Zen. And the show is driven by or from a spiritual perspective while focusing on mental health and overall wellness. It aims to enlighten, encourage, and empower individuals on their respective journeys of evolution. Now that we've gotten the pleasantries out of the way, if you feel that this is your cup of tea, then you are at the right place. And if you feel it's not your cup of tea, then please make a cup of tea and watch until the end, and you'll find that you are at the right place. This being my first show for the year, I'd like to talk about intentionality. And the focus will be how to move with intentionality for the year 2022. Just so we're on the same page, intentionality is a state of mind. So there is a difference between intention and intentionality. Intention is a course of action a person intends to follow, while intentionality is the characteristic of the state of mind of the person intending or considering that intention. Okay, so for example, with intention, I could say that the intention of today's topic is to bring about an awareness of the word intentionality for the year 2022, whereas intentionality is more a way of life. It's how you carry yourself. It reflects in the things you do, the things you say. It's more a brand, you could say. So it's sort of like Mahatma Gandhi saying, happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are all in harmony. So my question for you today is, how do you want to move in 2022? Do you feel that your life reflects who you are at your core, your values, your belief systems? And if it doesn't, what can you do in your capacity to make it feel and look more pleasing to you? Remember, this is not for anybody else, but this is for you. Since we've established what intentionality means, it will take more than just a commitment or writing down your goals. It will mean an everyday effort is required from you. So, what I'd like for you to do is to meditate on the word intentionality. What does it mean to you? And what does it look like for you for the year 2022? Once you come up with those answers in your mind, take out a notepad or a notebook and write all those things down. As a guide, you can ask yourself, what would I like to express gratitude for in the year 2023? So for example, if I sat across you next year and I asked you, what are you grateful for that you have achieved in the year 2022? What would that be? Remember, you don't need to put any pressure on yourself. Although a little bit of pressure isn't too bad, but it can be small goals, it can be medium goals. It doesn't have to be too big. Remember, small steps eventually become big ones. Gratitude truly is a magnet for miracles. And I'd like for you to start operating from that place much more. This way, you can attract the life that you want while actively working towards it. So once you've written those goals down, you can start breaking them down into smaller fragments. If you would like to start a business by June, you can write down the things you need to do and prepare by then. Once you've written them down, you can break them down into fragments. So these fragments will be months and then weeks, which then simplifies all the things you need to do on your to-do list by then. I know that we all get challenged, and motivation is a top one at that list. But what I can ask of you today is just start by committing to yourself. Just commit to yourself and what you want to do and achieve, and thank yourself for in a year or 6 months. It can start just by committing to yourself, and the rest will follow. Remember, those small steps become big ones. So when you're feeling low and you feel that your motivation is running out, find out what works for you. No one method works the same for everyone. So for someone, it could be a motivational video. For you, it could be a book. Find what works for you that can uplift your spirits when you are running low on motivation. Something that will help you just remember why you made these goals in the first place, so you can keep your eyes on the prize. Try not to focus too much on the big picture. Have the big picture in your mind just to remind you of what you're working towards. If you're a visual person, you can have it on your wall as a manifestation or vision board, just to keep you in check and accountable of the steps you need to take towards your goals. Remember those small steps? And remember, just for today, the most important thing is to commit to yourself, and the rest will follow. That's it from me today. Before I bow out, I'd like to leave you with a quote from John C. Maxwell that says, "If you don't create the life you want, you must endure the life you get." That's it from me, Zen. Thank you for catching another episode of Serenity for the Soul. I wish you a life of awareness, true intentions, and kindness. From my soul to yours, namaste.